right? But did you know that the boxer in question, she was actually banned by the IBA, the International Boxing Association? So if she was banned by them, why was she allowed to participate still in the Olympics? We're going to get into that.
I am the danger.
Yes. We are back. We got a lot to unpack tonight, fam. We got a lot to unpack tonight. If you've not seen the video, man, I'm going to play the video so you don't have to worry about it. But apparently, there's a boxing event that happened in Paris that really, in the Olympics, that really sent the world in an uproar, to be honest with you. It's been going viral. It's been just all over the airwaves. And there's just been a lot of smoke around this video. And the reason for that is because one of the boxers is being questioned to be transgender, right? And a lot of people are upset because they just say, oh, she has an unfair advantage. You know, it's just been like a whole lot of smoke around that topic. All right. But did you know that the boxer in question, she was actually banned by the IBA, the International Boxing Association? So if she was banned by them, why was she allowed to participate still in the Olympics? We're going to get into that later, so stick around for that. Also, man, I'm going to drop in some background information on this boxer because a lot of people only know her due to the viral moment she had. They don't really know her background information or anything like that. So I did some research. I'm definitely going to tap into that as well. And lastly, man, I'm just going to share my thoughts on the situation because I think a lot of things were missing from mainstream media. So I just want to drop those gems in as well. All right. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, whatever it is. Even if you disagree with me, feel free to comment. This is a non-censored zone. I'm not censoring anybody. It's a free world to speak your mind and give your opinion. So there's that. All right. So with that being said, let's jump right into the video.
In the ring, Italian fighter Angela Carini abruptly withdrawing from her match against Algeria's Aman Khalif after just 46 seconds and some hard punches. Khalif's participation in the women's matches has been under renewed scrutiny. She was disqualified from last year's World Championships after the International Boxing Association said she failed a gender eligibility test.
All right, so as promised, let's jump into some of her background information. So before I get into that, though, I did say she was banned by the IBA, but she was still allowed to perform in the Paris Olympics. And this is simply because the IBA used to regulate the boxing part of the Olympics, but they don't anymore. The IOC, the International Olympics Commission, actually controls that now. So that is the reason why she was allowed to box in the Olympics, even though the IBA, disqualified her. All right. So that's the reason why. There's that. Now, just some quick, background information on Khalif. So she represents Algeria. All right. She's 25 years old. She's 5'10". She's been competing since 2018. She entered the Olympics with a 9-5 professional records. That means 5 losses. She also made her first Olympic appearance in Tokyo, where she lost in the quarterfinal round to the Irish Kelly Harrington. And she did win the African and Mediterranean Championships in 2022. She reached the finals of the IBA Women's World Championship. This is before they banned her. And she was defeated by the Irish boxer Katie Broadhurst. Now, in 2023, the World Championships in New Delhi, she was disqualified by organizations just before a fight. And the IBA said it's due to eligibility rules. She failed a lab test that was done by an independent testing agency. All right. So that's when the IBA actually put the ban on her because there was something off about her. I don't know what it is. All right. Some people are saying she has a XY chromosome. So technically she's a man, and that's false information. All right. Let's just get that out there. That's ignorant people saying that, because apparently, if you don't know, women can actually have XY chromosomes. They can. It's actually called Sewer syndrome, or I don't know if I said that right, but that's Sewer syndrome, right? It can make a woman have XY chromosomes, and they can still have vaginal structures, uterus, fallopian tubes, all that. It doesn't, just because someone has an XY chromosome, it doesn't mean that they're a male, right? A woman can have that as well in certain kind of situations. And certain medical conditions like POS can actually make a woman's testosterone increase, right? So just because those things are present doesn't mean, oh, she's a trans or she's a man. Let's not be ignorant here. Let's stick to the facts, all right? Now, with that being said, the IBA banned her at that point because of some eligibility reasons, right? She was disqualified. Now, even though the IBA banned her, like I said earlier, she was still allowed to perform in the Olympics because of the IOC. Now, let's look at this, right? Obviously, she's been boxing under the IBA and she met eligibility requirements before. So obviously something happened between the time that she was eligible and the time she got ineligible. Something happened. I don't know what it is. To be honest, I can't say what it is because I don't know. But obviously they believe something happened to give her a competitive advantage. Therefore, they banned her. That's their rules. Now the IOC, that's a different governing body. So because they don't operate under the IBA, they can, she basically could go over there and perform. And she went over there and basically y'all saw the video. Y'all see how quickly that fight ended. Now, my thoughts on the situation is this. I don't think she should have been in that ring because the IBA banned her for a reason. The IBA, the International Boxing Association, she was banned for a reason. She had some form of competitive advantage. Now, I don't know what it is. I can't say what it is. It was revealed that, she did not meet eligibility. She was not eligible, basically. She didn't meet the requirements. Therefore, she was banned by the IBA. They didn't really get into specifics. Now, if that's the case, that means she had to have some kind of competitive advantage. She just had to. Now, the fact that the Olympics still allowed her to participate when the IBA already told them, listen, something's going on with her. We don't know what it is, but she has some form of competitive advantage. The Olympics still ignored that and let her perform anyway. And now they're saying the backlash she's receiving is not warranted. I don't get it. Because to me, if someone has a competitive advantage, it's kind of like cheating. It's not a fair playing field. And I'm not talking about someone being more skilled or anything like that. That's not the case. That's not the case here. Because I don't think the IBA would have banned her if she was just like a more skilled fighter. Obviously, there's fighters better than her because obviously she's taking some losses. So you have fighters out there without a competitive advantage that still beat her. So obviously that's not the reason. She has some form of competitive advantage. That's why she was banned. And the Olympics, I'm kind of shocked that they did not look into this, because if they did their homework, they would have seen that she does not belong in a ring. She doesn't. Until they can figure out what's going on with her, and until they can get her to be regulated where the playing field is level, she should not be boxing because she has a competitive advantage. That's just my thoughts on the situation. That's just my honest thoughts on the situation. It's like taking PEDs. If you're taking PEDs, obviously you have a competitive advantage over your opponent. You're going to dominate 98% of the time because of that competitive advantage. So in the big Olympic games, why the Olympics are known for banning people who have competitive advantages. They ban PEDs, all that other stuff. Now, the IBA clearly stated that she has a competitive advantage. So why is it that the Olympics didn't look into this? Why was she still allowed to perform? I don't get that. And in my opinion, she should not be performing because of that. That is why that boxing match ended real quick. Real quick. Now, if it was a case that, the IBA didn't ban her, obviously she was always eligible, I wouldn't have anything to say. But there's something going on with her. There's a reason why the IBA banned her. And it's crazy to me that even though the IBA did ban her, the Olympics said, no, you're fine. You can come over here and perform. You're fine. So to me, this is really on the Olympics. It's not her fault, the boxer, because she didn't break any rules. The IOC allowed her to come over there and perform, but they should have never done that in the first place. She should have never been over there, because obviously she has a competitive advantage. And until they can resolve that issue, she should not be performing. That's just my thoughts on the situation. All right? Let me know y'all thoughts, man. Until next time, y'all take care.